Liam Wagner says, describe Steve in one word.
Annoying.
Oh. Does Steve ever cook? And when he does, what is the best thing he cooks? Here's a little secret. I am the only person who cooks.
That is not
Out of this
true.
duo.
That is not true. I'm not home.
I know, you work a lot. You make good taco meat. You can make good tacos and burritos.
I like your meatloaf.
Yeah, I know, me too. I got some more meatloaf stuff.
That's like my favorite,
for this
is
week.
the meatloaf.
I got some more meatloaf stuff. You know what's funny? Liam Wagner even said meatloaf. Because I think I've talked about my meatloaf on the show before. Ooh, good question. Robert Chacon says, if you guys won the lottery right now, what's the first thing you would do?
Oh, quit my job.
The first thing you do would quit your job.
I'm trying to quit my job and not win the lottery.
I wonder if I know.
I
know you don't need that. I wonder if I would see if I quit my job, that'd be going in raw. I don't know. I probably wouldn't quit my job. If I did, I'd give like.
You can't quit your job. Your job isn't like real job. It's like fun job.
I would do this. I would give Larson a shit ton of the money. Like if we made like 200 million, like after taxes.
You'd still do.
I would give him like 5 million.
You would?
Maybe we'd still. He wouldn't want to do going in raw.
Why not?
If I was sitting on $200 million, he'd be like, you need to hire employees to edit, so I can be a part-time employee. That's what I'd probably do. I just set it up so all we had to do was watch wrestling and talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'd probably still do
edit
it.
All that stuff.
It'd be weird. Like if you have like a ton of, you got to find something to do. You got to do something.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, you would still do it though.
You know what I would do? I would start up more businesses. I would start up a comic book publishing company. That'd be cool. Oh, here we go.
I would sew everything. Sorry. I would do
You could
my
hire
sewing.
like an army of sewers.
I don't want an army of sewers. I like sewing.
Due to the CM Punk finds it insulting, asks, due to the negative perception that many people have about wrestling, has Lacey ever been embarrassed to tell other people what Steve does for a living?
The only embarrassment I have is nobody thinks it's a real job. So they're like, he does what? And then like nobody understands it. They don't get it. And it's like, I don't know. It's not embarrassing. It's just like they don't understand how you can
You
make
think that
money.
they would have, I don't know, I'm sweating so much right now.
The younger generation always knows, but people...
You think that they think that I'm broke.
Yeah.
You think that they think that I
They
make like $10
think that you're
a day.
just like hanging out at the house not doing
They're
crap.
like, oh, that's a great hobby. What does he actually do for a job?
Right. And then they're like, oh, she married a
lump.
bad guy.
Adam Fella, what song do you think of when you think of each other?
I think of the Gigi Allen, I Am Bored to Death. I am bored to death.
That's a good song.
Because we played it a lot, like, on our trip from LA.
That's true.
And, like, I always think of that.
Yeah.
In that one video.
When I think of you...
And then I also think of that one when we danced in the kitchen.
Oh.
But I forget the name of it.
I Only Have Eyes for You.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the one I
Those are good songs.
Oh, no. Also, is it Raise? Eddie Vedder?
Oh, Rise Up. Or Rise. I think it was Rise. Because of our wedding.
Yeah.
We played that at our
wedding.
wedding.
What did I say?
Raise.
Oh, yeah. That's not good.
When I think of you, I think of the Harper Valley PTA.
Oh, yes.
I think of that. I think of old country songs when I think of you. I think
that's what I karaoke to.
That's a good thing. Liam Wagner says, describe Steve in one word.
Annoying.
Oh. That's it. Really? That's what you would, if you got to the pearly gates of heaven and they said, describe Steve in one word.
Bossy.
Is that what they do when you get to heaven? They ask you to describe your significant other in one word?
I don't think they do, but
I think that's probably what they do.
it's bossy or annoying.
These are all things
Pick
that
which one you want.
That's not good. If I end up murdered, they're going to be like, let's see what his Lacey said about Steve. He's bossy and annoying. She did it. Clang. Meanwhile, my dad's all, now I get everything.
Whoa.
Because my dad killed me.
That's so weird. To be in your brain.
Yeah. Jason the Cabbie. How to talk to women? Sorry, let me try that in English. Women that I'm friends with or otherwise, I have a feeling this is a friend zone question. Women that I'm friends with or otherwise have no actual interest in, I can chat up all day. But get me around strangers or ones I barely know, and I end up sounding like Krieg, the psycho from that Borderlands 2 video. His, video game. His outside voice, not the internal one. Either that or I end up drinking until I give no fucks anymore. Any idea on how to combat this so I don't end up with a failing liver, multiple restraining orders, or both? How do you
just kind of
relax?
gotta get your mindset that you don't give a crap. Remember the first time we did this, or the
Yeah,
second
I said-
ever you
I
said
said-
that you didn't care or something.
Yeah, but I've
You
always
didn't want
been.
to die alone.
I mean, okay.
I don't know what was the thing that you came
It
up with?
was. I knew I was gonna die alone, so it didn't matter anymore. When you have
Right.
when you have nothing left to lose, then you're not self-conscious about things. But that's kind of easier said than done. You have to be through a lot of shit. I mean, some people just intimidate. Some girls like just intimidate guys.
But it's always like that. Everybody's always nervous when they first meet. Like, we were nervous. We didn't know, like, you're always just like that. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, but to him it seems to be a crippling issue. Oh. Like he can't pay. I wouldn't say I was nervous when I'm like I could talk. Once I hit a certain age, I could talk to when I was probably in like my early 20s.
You were probably a mess.
I was pretty oblivious. I mean, I was always
But you make the girls laugh, so it's like whatever.
I was always pretty funny. But I don't know, how do you get the butterflies out of your stomach around women? It's just a matter of not caring. But I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you just like not care.
I'd take a shot.
Yeah, I mean he's saying I need
know.
to stop drinking.
I know.
How do I do that?
I mean, like, you don't have to get drunk, but just
start
take the
going to
edge out.
church. I bet there's some people at church you could talk to, like some church girls. They probably get freaky too.
You think so?
Maybe.
Whoa, Steven.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm just saying. Let's see here.
You're
So
gonna be
women
a
that he's
man.
friends with or otherwise have no actual interest in. So you have to try to transfer that feeling that you have
To whoever
to
you
if
like.
you do like them or strangers. Was Larson, this is from Name Explain, was Larson best man at your wedding? If not, was he even there at all? Larson was second in line to be my best man. Big Jim was my best man because I think that I had agreed that he was going to be my best man for a very long time, and he's the closest thing I have to like an actual brother. But Larson would have been if it wasn't for Big Jeff. And I think...
He was in it, though.
Oh, yeah, he was in it, yeah. I think I would have been Larson's if he didn't have a brother. I think I would have been Larson's.
Yeah.
Maybe. Jose GGR. What is one thing about the other that drives you crazy, but you couldn't imagine life without?
Drives me crazy.
I think I couldn't live without... Sometimes you talk funny.
Oh, I hate you, Steven.
Every once in a while, you'll bust out words that aren't said, like, even remote to being remotely correct. And it makes me...
They like run together. Or
It's
whatever.
cute. It's just really cute. There's that, but...
It bugs you, though? Steven,
No.
it bugs you?
No, it doesn't bug me. It doesn't bug me. How do I explain it? No, okay. Something that bugs me is when you ask for my advice on something that you could totally do on your own. Like sometimes you ask me too much.
'Cause two heads, we're supposed to decide.
I know, but I think sometimes like you could just figure it out on your own, and you're just asking me to ask me.
annoying.
But I couldn't live without it. Now I'm used to you. Just
Because I know if I'm like, okay, let's do this, you're like, oh, you should have blah, blah, blah.
That's not true.
Yeah,
It's
it
not even
is.
true. You can't name one time when you've gone ahead and done something and I was like, oh, that was a bad idea.
Steven.
I trust your judgment implicitly.
That's not true.
It is.
That is
So what's something
happening.
that I do that drives you crazy?
I don't know.
That you couldn't live without.
drive hecka slow.
You couldn't live without that though?
I could live without that.
Okay, what's
too.
something you couldn't live
I
without?
don't know. Shoot.
I honestly think you couldn't live without my bossiness. I
I
think
could
you
live
wouldn't know
without-
you would not know what to do with yourself if I wasn't around to tell
So
you
bossy.
what to do.
He's like always in my business. Like always in my business. But then I'd miss it. Okay, you're always in my business, but I'd miss it if you weren't in my business.
I know.
You're
Let's
always
see.
in my business.
That's what I'm saying.
And then I like when you say, like, it bugs me when you're like, come in my office and sit with me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like doing stuff.
Yeah.
But then I'd be sad if you didn't want me to come in there.
I know.
Like,
see?
you still need to say that.
I like
but
hanging,
I don't.
like hanging out with you. What is the penultimate timey wiseau? We know Steve is particular about his shirts, so do you buy clothes for each other? Yeah.
I buy him shirts all the time. I bought that one.
Yeah, that's true.
I buy you shirts. You need to start buying me some cool shirts. I have no cool shirts
Yeah,
anymore.
but you know what? I went through a long period of buying you shirts that you ended up never wearing. I went through a distinct. I remember this very distinctly.
Yeah, but you'd give me like the
like 2014. That whole entire year, I was buying you shirts all the time, and I noticed you never wore them, and I was like, well, geez.
Because I could show you. One was like the meme shirt of the
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
That was a good one.
Like, I want cool shirts. Like,
That's not a cool shirt?
No, not something I would wear.
Really? You must be new here. Who wouldn't want that on a T-shirt? You wouldn't want that on a T-shirt, really?
I guess not.
I think that's great.
Then
You must be
the
new
next
here.
one
Come on.
you got was like a the Morty shirt.
Rick and Morty shirt? Yeah.
But it was like not.
You don't like Rick and Morty?
I do, but it was just so like, I don't know. It's not one that I would wear.
I like that. I totally forgot that you got me that Gigi Allen shirt the other day, and you were like, "Hey, do you mind if I cut this and make it shorter?" I was like, "I don't care. It's your shirt." And you're like, "Well, you never wear it." I'm like, "Why would I wear your shirt?" Wait a second, you got that for me? That's an extra large. No wonder it looks so big on you.
I got you cool shirts.
Yeah, I know.
I get you cool stuff, Steven. You don't give me any. I've none.
Well, I'll get back on that. But apparently you don't like when I do buy you shirts. Like, you want me to buy cool shirts? I think
I buy you cool. And then, like, the bully shirt that was my favorite, that black one, like, nobody can find.
Well, that's on your...
Then you bought me a gray one. That, like...
Just wanted to do something different.
But I like black. I look fat in the gray one.
You don't look fat in anything. Oh, man, heck no. Hernie Fernie says, what would your initial reactions if one of your kids decided to be a pro wrestler?
What?
No. Wrong answer.
Wrong. Not
going to do that. Sorry.
Not going to happen.
So, man. No way. Let's see here. All right, let me go.
I'd like to think it was Murr.
Oh, Murr's going to be a wrestler.
Yeah. Who, out of all our kids? No, it'd be Bama. Bama's rough and tumble, dude.
I can see that. Oh, here we go. Joshua RDV. How does it feel to have Larson in your house all the time?
Feels normal. He's been in my household since forever.
2010. When we had a house.
Was it 2010?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always over every day.
Our office has always been
for my whole life.
One of my houses.
Our whole marriage, he's been over every day.
When somebody else asked, I forgot where it was, but somebody else asked, when was the first time you met Larson?
Probably relatively like the third date.
It was at karaoke.
Was it karaoke? And I met his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, did I meet her first?
Probably.
I thought the girls all came over to meet.
Oh, that could be. That could be.
I don't know.
Neat T says, did you guys watch Glow together, and did you like it?
Yes, we did, and I did like it. It was very good.
Yeah, I loved it.
I loved it. Like, is there going to be a second season, or what? Did it just end?
I'm assuming there's a second season, but I don't know.
That was cool.
Insert generic username here says, if Gigi Allen was alive, would you attend his concert?
Yes.
You don't say that immediately.
I like adventures, man.
You really want to risk getting poo-poo thrown at you?
Yes.
You want to watch that dude get up on stage, crap in his hands, yell at you, and then throw it at you.
And like have his pee-pee everywhere.
I don't even mind looking at his like dingus because it's so tiny you can probably barely make it out. But he used to throw poop at people.
Like, I'm sure it's not every time. I'm sure he did it once, and then everybody says that.
I don't know, man. I think he did that a lot.
It would be fun, though.
Yeah.
Man. Like, back in, I don't know, that would have been awesome.
I haven't seen my son in nearly 8 years. He's 9 years old now, so I hasn't seen him since he was 1. What's a fun activity that I could do with him when I get to see him, which will help us to bond? It's going to be awkward seeing him again, and I want to hit it off with him straight away.
He's 9?
He's 9. Wow, that's heavy. I'm going to say dark. That's really cool, but it's really heavy.
What's a cool activity? for the youngins.
I would say, I would suggest this. Go get, like, if he hasn't had lunch yet, I would ask him, where do you want to go? What do you like? Because by the time you're 9, you kind of know what you like. I
Right.
think. And then I would take him there. And over lunch, I would talk to him.
See what his interests are.
See what his interests are.
And then figure it out from
And then
there.
go do that.
Like, if he's like athletic, do throw him football or play soccer, take him to the park or something. If he's into video games, you better go out and get like some console. So he can
Yeah,
go
I
play.
know, exactly.
So you
Find
guys
out.
can play together.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Jay Dispirited says, 20 years have passed. Alabama has flown the coop. You guys are both financially secure. Nice.
Yeah, no.
Ah! What would you have done in those 20 years? And B, what will be the first thing you guys do with Alabama out of the house? What will we have done in those 20 years? Raised Alabama? I don't know. Do what we're doing
Right now.
right now. Just
Wait, what's the end question?
what's the first thing we're gonna do with Alabama out of the house? That's
We're
be
gonna
weird.
go to freaking London.
We're gonna go live in London.
We're gonna go live in London. They can all visit us there.
Yeah.
Or somewhere cool. You wanted to do a beach thing, which was new, but
Oh, this is kind of funny. Marvin Sibillan says,
I feel like Mur will still be living with us though.
so
So I don't know. Bama might beat Mur out.
Are you guys huge Game of Thrones fans?
Oh, that's weird.
I demand a trial by comment. Somebody's asking, do you guys have one of those 5 celebrities you're allowed to sleep with lists? We don't have an official one, but
No.
we can make it up here on the spot.
We can?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, I think Richard Gere's on yours, right? You like
Oh,
a
yeah.
bunch of old guys.
I know, it's
Well, that's
great.
weird. Like Michael Caine, is he still on the
Ew,
list?
no. He's
Wow.
like old.
I think
He's
he
like,
was at one point.
Why me? Why are you listing mine? I definitely like Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh,
He's like
that's the
my
worst.
favorite.
That's
He's
the
so
worst.
Cute. So I have 3. Shoot. Who else do I like? I don't know. Okay, go think about yours.
I don't know if I have one. The chick who played Machu Picchu in Glow.
That's just weird.
Oh.
Shoot, who else do I like, Steven? Oh,
I think I only have one but she's local, so
yeah, I know you can't
say.
I even know like that one. I'm
Yeah.
like, you do your thing.
Yeah, no,
Like
that's no good.
he likes her
Oh,
a lot.
Kyle Young says, who is your favorite Star Trek character? And which character best represents
I
each
like.
other?
Is it Riker? I like Riker.
But-
he always has like his shirt off, doesn't he?
I think he always wants to. My favorite Star Trek character is Picard. What Star Trek character do you think I remind you most of?
There was that guy Hutch.
He was like in one episode and then he died, and he was he talked too much.
I don't know.
Oh man, that's the worst. He's not a real character. You failed.
Am I like Worf? Is it Worf?
Yeah, you're like Worf. You're like unreasonably angry always.
Yep.
So annoying. All right, finally, Julian Morris says, who is the worst driver?
That's not true. He drives so slow.
Do you know why you're the worst driver?
Why?
You're right, I do drive slow. It's
So
called,
slow.
It's called safe.
No, but like so
Do you know
slow.
why you're the worst driver?
Why?
Because while I'm now Lacey, we're driving or having a conversation. Half the time you're looking at me, looking for a response.
I hate.
That is such my pet peeve. Larson does it. Hilton is looking at me more than he's driving when we're driving together, and you do it really bad. And
I feel like you
I
would
can
do it-
always feel you looking at me, and I always have to I never
Such a liar.
I never look at you in hopes that you'll understand that I'm not going to look at you because I want. I should look at the road.
So dumb.
That's totally true.
You're so dumb.
I'm a way better driver than you, my love.
You are not.
I am, but I love you.
You are not. You're like unsafely
And if you get us
slow.
in a car crash and we die, we'll die together.
Yes.
So
we
that's
will.
what matters. Anyways, leave your questions in the comments. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Yay.